Breaking from decades of policy, the US is signaling a return to testing its nuclear weapons systems. President Donald Trump recently instructed the military to immediately restart testing, drawing sharp international attention. But before headlines of mushroom clouds start flashing, there's a crucial distinction. The tests being planned are non-explosive. Today we'll unpack what this really means, the risks, and how it could impact everything from geopolitics to your utility bill. In a recent statement, Chris Wright, U.S. Energy Secretary, clarified that upcoming nuclear weapons tests will not involve actual detonations. Instead, the tests focus on system checks, verifying components of nuclear weapons work properly, without triggering chain reactions. President Trump, meanwhile, posted on Truth Social declaring that other countries like China and Russia were doing secret tests, and the U.S. must keep up. The last U.S. full nuclear explosion test happened in 1992. Since then, the country has maintained a de facto moratorium. Now it appears that moratorium is under question. So why all this now? China's military buildup and reported expansion of its nuclear arsenal. Trump cites China as catching up within 5 years. Russia's recent test announcements and new nuclear-powered weapons. Washington sees increased urgency. The U.S. wants to ensure its nuclear deterrent remains credible, not just in numbers, but in capability. The statement about non-critical tests makes clear they're updating systems, not starting a blast. So, while the headlines may scream return to bomb testing, the reality is more complex. It's about signal, readiness, and strategic positioning. Let's look at the potential impacts and stakes. Even without explosions, the ramifications are broad. For diplomacy and arms control, a U.S. move like this could weaken international non-proliferation norms. Other nations may feel justified to resume full testing. China already denied secret tests but warned against escalation. When focusing on budget and technology, upgrading nuclear weapons components isn't cheap. It impacts national defense spending, possibly redirecting funds from other priorities. Communities near test sites, like Nevada, may worry about environmental health effects, even if detonations are not planned. Some experts say even non-explosive tests carry oversight issues. Allies and adversaries alike will interpret this move. If the U.S. signals readiness, enemies might adjust their strategy, resulting in unpredictable reaction. In short, this isn't merely a "we'll test bombs again" story. It's about global stability, military posture, and strategic messaging. Well then, what's next and what should we watch for? Will the U.S. revert to actual nuclear explosions rather than component testing? Though the current stance says no. What will China and Russia do in response? Will they resume full-scale testing? Will new legislation or treaties emerge putting checks on this process? Will there be visible budget shifts or public policy moves tied to these tests? Military spending, tax increases, etc. For everyday viewers, pay attention to your tech devices, geopolitical news, and national defense updates. While you may not see direct impact now, the shifts being made set the stage for the decade ahead. All in all, the U.S. is at a crossroads, updating a nuclear arsenal that hasn't exploded in decades, adapting to new threats, and sending a message internationally. For you, the key takeaway is this: even when explosions don't happen, the war of signals, deterrence, and global posture is already in motion. Whether you view this as responsible modernization or dangerous escalation depends on your vantage point. But what's undeniable is that the world is watching. Thanks for watching. I'm Zane, cutting through the headlines so you don't have to.